Cool. Hey folks, thanks for clicking on the video. Today we have a challenge. What's the challenge? Stay tuned. So today's challenge is a bait versus bait versus bait challenge. Get out of here, black flies. The rules will be pretty simple. We have split our baits into several different categories, including lizards, craws, creature baits, and stick baits. We will fish each of our baits for a predetermined amount of time. You get the point. I'm not going to bore you with the rest of the details. Let's see if we can catch some fish. Oh yeah, and pickerel don't count. First up is a yum lizard. We will fish each bait for 10 minutes and keep track of how many fish we catch on each one. That, folks, is a pretty good fish. We still have a little more time left on the countdown clock here. We're at 6 minutes and 20 seconds. We have time for another fish. Let's see what we can do. I'm not sure when this happened. Something bit the tail off my lizard. And that frog just scared me too. Holy, I'm jumpy this morning. This does not count as a catch because it's not a fish. There's number 2 on that yum lizard. There is what's left of our yum lizard. He's without a tail. And regardless of where he finishes in this little competition, this guy gets a Purple Heart. Up next, we have a zoom lizard. Oh yeah, I forgot to set the timer. Timer is running, and I don't even know if I'm on frame. Here we go. First cast with our zoom lizard. I have fished the zoom lizard many more times than I have the yum lizard, so I'm a little more comfortable with it. There we go. Oh no. Oh no. Oh great. Still counts. 4 minutes to go. Make it 2. If we can get it in. All right, folks, we've got a tie. Let's get this guy back in and see if we can get number 3 on the zoom. That's number 3 on the Zoom Lizard. There we go, number 3, and time is up. Let's get him back in. Lizard competition, the Zoom with 3 bass, Yum with 2. Next up we have Yum Christie Critter and a Zoom Brush Hog. This is a Christie Critter. All right, 10 minutes on the clock, Christie Critter. I don't fish this one a lot. As a matter of fact, I have a feeling I know which one's going to win this. We've got one on the Christie Critter. There's one. 4.5 minutes left to go on the Christie Critter. There's another one on the Christie Critter. Let's get this guy back in. Probably this is our last cast with the Christie Critter. There goes the timer. The brush hog is ready. Let's go. First cast with the brush hog. Well, that was obviously a pickerel because she gone. That bites. Literally. We have another, you can't even see me. We got another brush hog on there, and we have 8.5 minutes to go. If I lose this one, I only have one brush hog left. There's one on the brush hog. Uh-oh. This is the second one that... It's the second time that's happened to me today. It looks like you're struggling to take the fish off the hook. I guess I am. That was violent. She gone. And we only have one brush hog left. If we lose this one, competition is over for the brush hog. Well, not that it's a big deal. It's kind of a dumb fabricated competition anyway. She gone. The brush hog lost. That was surprising. As I looked at all of these baits and kind of like formulated how I was going to do this, I only had one category, the creature baits, the hog baits. So I knew who the winner would be, and I was wrong. Craws. So we've got the big bite bait craw versus the Yum Christie craw. It's another 1v1. I don't have a Zoom craw. First up, we have the big bite bait craw. Whoa, 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 whoa. 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 Yep. So that was a good fish. Holy crud, that was a good fish. decent fish. They're biting so much harder than, you know, you think it's a monster, then you bring it up, you're like, that's not that big. There we go. There's another one on the big bite bait craw. Done. Next up is the Yum Christy Craw. Let's see if we can catch a fish on this. Timer is on. There's one on the Yum Craw. Let's get him back in. There we go, another one on the Yum Christy Craw. All right, that's time on the Christy Craw, so our timer is up. What's next? All right, last on our bait competition, we have stick baits. We've got a Yum Dinger versus big bite baits. Stick bait. This guy's been caught before. He's got a bunch of little puncture wounds up here in his head. Yeah, trust me, buddy, it's gonna happen again. Probably our last cast with this bait. And there goes our timer. Time is up on the big bite baits stick bait. I think, what did we get? One? Just one? That's actually one more than I thought we'd get. And you might be saying, fixed. You use Yum Dingers all the time. Obviously, it's going to beat the big bite baits. It would be crazy if the bait that I probably have the most experience with, I end up getting nothing. Cool. That's fantastic. I've never done that before. One minute to go. Man, I'm not going to catch a fish on the Yum Dinger. Nope. Timer went off. Oh man, I can't believe it. I didn't catch one on the Dinger. All right, folks, looks like that's going to be the end of our video. A couple of really, really good fish, should I say. Pretty good fish. So I'm happy with that. As far as our challenge goes, I don't know which bait ends up being out on top. Obviously, I know what lost. That was the Yum Dinger, the bait that the bait that I had the most experience with. I caught no fish. Whatever else you have planned, make sure you get out there and fish. As promised, here comes our prize winner, randomly taken from our comments, and the winner is Ricky Driscoll, whose answer was Ricky's prize package includes Zoom U-tail red shad worms, a package of Storm Wild Eye swim shad, a Bass Pro Shops tournament special crankbait. Lastly, a Tackle HD Bloodshot Hellgrammite. Up next, we have a Zoom Lizard. That's fantastic.